C major 9, C add 9, C minor 9. There are so many 9s. What the heck are we going to do with them all? On a recent short video, I did a comparison between C major 9 and C add 9, saying that they're not the same chord, which they're not. Go check it out in the link below. One of the reasons why guitar players just stick to your basic chords is because there's just so many options. Today, I'd like to demystify at least a few of these chords for you so you can start using them and understand why you would use them. So let's look at C major 9, C add 9, and C minor 9, because they are commonly used and they also sound really good. Let's give each one a listen. Now, two of these chords can actually be played in the key of C major. The other one, the C minor 9, is not going to fit in C major. If the chord is called C major, a C minor chord is most likely not going to work. The similarity between all these chords is the actual root note of the chord. They're all C. We're going to break down each chord in its own segment. First, we're going to build a chord, then talk about its function and why you would use it, and then see where we're adding or changing notes. So let's do the first chord. Let's build C add 9. The C add 9 chord is in a root 3rd 5th root orientation. In order to make an add 9 out of this, we have to take the second root, eliminate it, and replace it with a note a whole step above, which is D, and there's our add 9. An add 9 chord has an expansive sound, almost suspended. It's probably the most widely used out of the three. So all we did for that chord was just add a note to the already existing chord C, which is spelled C-E-G. So now it's C-E-G-D. The number 9 represents the distance it is from the root note of that named chord. C is 1, E is 3, G is 5, and D is 9. So this is a 4-note chord. Let's move on to the C major 9. C major 9 has a little bit more color involved. That's because now we have a 5th note. So this is actually a 5-note chord. C major 9 is spelled C-E-G-B-D. Now for piano players, you can play all 5 notes, no problem. For guitar, we're limited here as far as space goes. So there is something that you can do to make it easier to play, and that is remove the 5th, which is G. We don't need it, and it's not an identifier of the chord. It's just a support note. So once we eliminate that G, it's going to be a lot easier to play these notes. Now we just have to worry about 4. There's 2 notes that you must keep, and that's the root, and that's the 3rd. The root is the most important identifier, and the 3rd is the second most important identifier, because the 3rd determines whether it's major or minor. The next rule for this chord is we have to have the 7th before we can have a major 9. It's like that if the 9 had a wingman, it would be the 7. We have to have a B natural in there, not a B flat, just a regular B. And finally, we're going to have the 9 involved, which is the D. Now, how do we build this chord? Same thing that we did before. The orientation of that C chord is root, 3rd, 5th, root. So in order to put the 7 here, like I said, we're removing the G. And there's an open G string, so we're going to eliminate that G string and play the B on there. And from the previous chord, we've already discovered where the 9 was, and it's here on the B string at the 3rd fret. That's what we're doing. We're getting rid of that duplicate root there. So we're getting rid of the G string, and we're getting rid of the second root in order to build this major 9 chord. I personally love the sound of the major chord. It's a little bit richer, a little more complex. So I would recommend trying to use this in one of your progressions. Just take a standard progression like C, A minor, F, and G, and replace that C with a C major 9. Having all those extra notes in there gives it definitely a different dimension. Give it a try. Our final chord is C minor 9. All the same 5 letters are involved, but 2 of the notes are now flatted. The 3rd is going to be flatted, and the 7th is going to be flatted. So we just basically take what we already built, the C major 9, flat the 3rd, and flat the 7. Now this chord is going to exist in the key of C minor now. Here's a chord progression that you can try that uses C minor 9. When it comes to learning new chords, it's best just to learn a handful of them. Don't overwhelm yourself. Otherwise, you'll just stop playing altogether and go back to what you already know. Even with this video, just take one of the chords I showed you and use it. Don't use all three. Come back to the video later and try the other two that we worked on. Once you start looking at chords like a function or a tool that you need for a specific job, then it starts becoming more exciting to want to learn new chords. Because let's say you want a specific sound. Now you know that that C major 9 chord has that rich feeling to it, so now you can start using it in something that you want to write. That's going to do it for today. If you like this video, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, share. It really helps me out. All right, see you on the next one.